Ooh, all right. I see a bass. I see a bed. Here we go. So we didn't screw up today. We got a classic bed fishing bait. We got the old salamander. I just started kind of cruising looking for hard bottom spots, and I kind of knew this spot existed. So let's see what happens if we can get this fish fired up. He came back, pissed off. Ooh, there's one. There we go. Oh, little guy. Okay. So we just tried to catch a fish on a bed, and it was a single male. He was, man, I couldn't, he nosed in on my salamander. It's been tough, you know. Yesterday, I mean, it took forever to get the males, just the males alone. The females could have cared less about my bait, but so they're definitely in a full spawn, you know, really finicky mode. The weather's kind of changed a little too, so it may have pushed some females back off and not fully spawning again. You know, we had a weather system move through, so I'm kind of on the outskirts. There's a bunch of eelgrass. I'm on the outskirts of where there was a bed, and I figured maybe if I make some fan casts around with like a kind of a bluegill looking swim bait, you know, see if we can catch some of those bigger females that may have pushed off, or they're coming in to spawn, you know. But we hooked into this little guy. It's something. It's not nothing. Oh, oh God, good God, that one hit like a hammer. There we go. Oh man, that one smoked it. All right, here we go. Maybe we're figuring something out. My thought was that the weather kind of may have interrupted the spawning process. We're still gonna go out shallow looking for spawners, but so far in the areas where I've noticed there would be beds, because there's hard bottom, we've been casting out and there's a lot of eelgrass, and we're getting bit. Throwing a bluegill representation, you know, bass do not play nice with bluegill this time of year. The bluegill come in and try and jack with them, try and eat their, you know, their spawn and so on and so forth. So they really do not get along. So my goal is to get, you know, some kind of bluegill representation, have them lash out at it. And so far, we may have figured something out. It seems to have worked. We're trying to still find those bigger females that are in the process of moving up, you know, or if they've ever already spawned and now they're looking for, you know, that meal to recharge their battery. All right, so this guy is 13 3/4. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, right? It's tough, man. Okay, yeah, totally. Word. I mean, cool. Yeah, I appreciate it though, guy. I'm good. At home, sounds good. All right, peace. There's one. Here we go. Easy, buddy. All right. Just chatting on the phone. No big deal. I thought I've kept felting a little something out there. It's not, again, not a big guy. He's 13 and a quarter. Let's see, 13 and a quarter. 13 and a quarter, 9. Get the guy back in. We've seen some beds. Most of, we've seen 3 beds. One had a female around it. The other 2 just had males kind of near them. So again, like I say, I think the weather kind of pushed them off. And I've seen a lot of, there's a ton of bait up shallow, a ton of bluegills swimming around. There's been some bass chasing them and stuff. So like I said, we're just kind of targeting these areas where I think they might have pushed off to these deeper grass edges. Still not connecting with those, the big females yet, but we're gonna keep at it. There's one. There's another one. Doesn't feel like a big one. Come on, baby. Another little guy. It's a fatty though, you can tell. Look at that. That's definitely. Look at that pre-spawn belly. Hoovered my swim bait. Again, not a big one, not the one we're looking for. But a fat, healthy fish. This guy is 13. Oh, there he is. There it is. I thought I felt the bite earlier. Oh, I guess still got him. He's running at me. Oh, that's a better fish. That's a better fish. There we go. That's a slightly better fish. There we go. Moving up in the world here. Oh, man. Heck yeah. The wind kind of picked up, man, just there for a second. And then I saw a whole school of bait come through. Saw something, a little flash of white belly come up at him. And then I cast out here, kind of got nibbled. And this guy finally came up and got it. So I think we got to stick with this strategy. Seems to be working. We just haven't quite. Oh man, there he is. And there you go. Dang it. There's another one. There we go. Definitely a bunch of fish hanging out right in this area. Oh, that seems like a better one. Oh, that's definitely a better one. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Come here, baby. That's definitely a better sized fish. All right. So I just kind of slowed my retrieve down. I noticed my bait was kind of riding high. I'm trying to fish towards the bottom, so I just started slowing my retrieve down to keep my bait lower in the water column. Maybe that might be the trick. The bigger one's hanging out lower. Look at that. Look at that big old fat belly. Nice. That's definitely more what we're after right there. Get this girl measured. Okay. I'm gonna give her 18. So we're paddling back over to the north side of the lake where we started. This side has more eelgrass and there's more hard bottom. So there's all this sand up shallow, and that's where we've been seeing the beds. We just came from the south side. It's got those deeper hydrilla edges and off the lily pads and stuff, and there's just a lot of soft bottom there. So we weren't seeing any beds at all over there, and we weren't getting any bites in the deeper sections like we were over here. So my hunch seems to be playing out that these fish have, they were coming up to spawn, weather kind of messed them up, and now they're all kind of hanging out right off in this deeper eelgrass and stuff, and probably some hydrilla out here that's right out from where they would pull up to spawn. There's one. There we go. Here we go. Okay, another little guy. There's one. There we go. Is that a better fish? There we go. Nice. Come on, baby. Not a monster. All right, guy. Come here, guy. I'll take you. Here we go. Decent one. There's one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Messing with it for a while. Got it. We got it. I mean, good day out. We were prepared for some spawning bass. We had a weather system come through last night, a little storm. Got a little cooler, and it seems like it just kind of pushed them off the beds. We went up shallow. We saw plenty of beds. We didn't see females around. All I saw were males kind of cruising around and near beds, and made plenty of pitches to beds that I saw with males around, and they wanted nothing to do with anything. So we pivoted. We went back to our pre-spawn pattern of fishing, just deeper grass lines and stuff, and had a good day. Caught some really healthy, fat, thick, fun fish. We just did not come across the big females we were hoping for, but caught plenty of fish. You know, it's just part of it, just learning, and always excited to put that puzzle together. You know, we really figured out, just really pinpointed exactly where those fish were, and really stayed in that area. You know, like I said, I went across the lake and I cruised around and I fished, and it just wasn't happening. So we went right back to where we started, kept doing what we started doing, and it really had a good time, caught a lot of fish. So always good time. It's a learning experience, so always fun when you learn something.